Jangan ini semua kosong lah. Testing. Oke. Oke lah kan? Ya. Ya. Oke, boleh terus start lah.
Hey guys, good morning. So how are you all? So welcome for our live class today. Okay. So today we are going to continue our lesson. Okay, with our current topic, which is linear inequality. Okay. So last week we already learned about the basic. Okay, how to compare the values of inequalities. So today we are going to focus on how to solve the linear inequalities. Okay, so we will start with some examples. So please take note. Okay, you can use your exercise book to copy the examples that I'm going to give here. Okay, so I hope all of you are ready for the class. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so when it comes to linear inequalities, okay, just like how we learned in the previous chapter, which is linear equation, okay, we must know how to solve a linear inequality. Okay, so I just give a very simple example here. Okay, let's say you have been given x plus 2 more than 1. Okay, we start with a very simple example. Okay, and they ask us to solve this inequality. So how we are going to do? Okay, so just like how we did for the previous chapter, x plus 2 greater than 1. So how we are going to solve this? Okay, let's say we have plus 2. So to eliminate this number, we are going to give the opposite of plus, which is minus 2. Remember, we must make sure the number becomes 0 here. So if we minus 2 on one side, the other side you need to minus the same number as well. So here you can say that these two numbers are being eliminated. So you have x greater than 5 minus 2, the answer will be 0. Okay guys? Okay, let's say we try with another example. X minus 7 less or equal to negative 2. Okay. X minus 7 less or equal to negative 2. So how we are going to solve this? Again, the same idea. We have minus 7 here. So the opposite of minus will be plus 7. So if you plus 7 on one side, the other side you need to plus 7 as well. So here the numbers will eliminated. X less or equals to negative 2 plus 7. Answer will be positive. So this will be that. Okay. So these are quite easy to understand. I hope okay, you can easily understand. Okay, let's try with some other examples. Let's say now you have 2x more than or equals to 6. Okay, 2x more or equals to 6. So how we are going to solve this? Again, remember 2 times x, right? So if it is times, the opposite will be divide, right? So if you divide by 2 here, on the other side, we need to divide by 2 as well. So here the numbers will be eliminated. We have x more or equals to 3. Okay, one more example. X over 3 less than negative 1. Okay, x over 3 less than negative 1. So again, try to think about the idea. We have divide 3 here. So the opposite of divide will be times. So if you times 3 here, the number here you need to times 3 as well. So 3 and 3 will eliminate themselves. You will have x less than negative 5 times 3. The answer is negative. Are you okay, guys? So these are very simple examples, okay, on how to solve the linear inequalities. Okay. So I hope I give you about 2 minutes time to copy the examples. Okay. We will start with some other examples with different signs. Okay. Now, okay. Okay, let's try with some higher level questions. Okay, for example, let's say now we have 2 terms. Okay, just now we just tried with 1 term. Now we have 2 terms. 2x plus 5 more or equals to 7. Okay, the first question here is, we know that we have to eliminate 2 numbers here. It's 2 and 5. But which number you need to transfer or which number you need to eliminate first? Is it 2 or is it 5? Okay. Now, in order to understand which number we need to eliminate, okay, we always think about an idea. We know that the x must be here, right? Okay. So just imagine we need to protect this x. We need to protect the x. So which number is the closest to the x which can protect the x? Is it 2 or 5? It's 2, right? Okay, so the number which is closest to the x is the difficult one to replace. Okay, so remember The number which don't have the closest relation with x is the easiest or the first number that we need to eliminate. Okay, so in that order, plus 5 we need to eliminate first. So how to eliminate plus 5? We give the opposite, right? So it's minus 5. So here, don't forget, it's minus 5 as well. So now you will have 2x greater or equals to 2. Now we repeat. This is times 2, right? 2 times x. So the opposite will be divide. So it's divide by 2, divide by. So you will eliminate this number and the answer will be x more. Okay. Okay, guys? Okay, one more example for this. Let's say we have 3m minus 7 more than negative 4. Okay, we give a try. So again, 3m minus 7 more than negative 4. Which number we need to eliminate first? Again, you can do like this. You can put a box. So the closest to the unknown will be number 3. So the number which is far, we can eliminate first. So again, minus 7. So the opposite will be plus 7. So here we need to plus 7 as well. So here if we eliminated, we will have 3m more than negative 4 plus 7. The answer will be 2. So now again, you want to eliminate the 3, we divide by 3. Here we divide by 3 as well. So you have m more than. Is that okay, class? So make sure you understand. Okay, when you have two terms, which number we need to eliminate first. Then only you can get the right answer. Okay, now I give you 1 minute to solve this question. You can give a time. I just give 1 minute. Give a try. 4p plus 6 more or equals to 7. So how we are going to solve? Okay, again, which number we are going to eliminate first? Is it 4 or 6? Okay, so you can put a box. So the closest to the unknown is 4. So this number, okay, the 6 we need to eliminate first. So again, plus become minus 6. So the other side you need to minus 6 as well. So this one is eliminated. You have 4p greater or equals to 7 minus 6 equals to 1. Now, how about this? 4. You want to eliminate? You are going to divide by 4. Here we must divide by 4 as well. So the 4 and 4 is gone. So the answer will be p greater or equals to 1 over 4. Remember, class? The answers not necessarily must be whole numbers all the time. Okay, your answer can be in fraction as well. Okay, so don't worry about that. As long we follow the correct order. Okay, so we will try with some other examples. So just take a note for these examples now. You can copy first. Okay, so far so good, class. Now let's go to some different type of questions. Okay, so I know just now what we did is quite easy. Okay, now look at this question now. Three minus x less than 4. Little bit different, right, from the previous questions, okay? Because from all the questions just now, we see the unknown sits in front, okay? So it's very easy. But now we can see that the number is in front, the unknown is at the back. So what is the difference here? Okay, again, we follow the same method like how we did just now. Okay, again, think about this. We want to find the value of x. Okay, so which number we need to eliminate? It's a 3, right? So remember, this is positive 6. So how to eliminate positive 3? We give the opposite, minus 3. So if we minus 3 here, the other side we need to minus 3 as well. So you will have negative x less than 4 minus 3 equals to 1. Okay, so now, are we done? Okay, if we stop here class, our answer is not complete. Okay, so this is where you need to be very careful. The unknown, we will never have the negative sign. You cannot stop your answer with the negative unknown. So how we are going to eliminate the negative? Very simple idea. You can just think about, we transfer the negative here. Because we cannot leave the negative here, right? So we just transfer. So what will happen to the answer now? The negative will shift. So it's x negative 1. Okay. Now I never put the sign yet. Why? Okay, class. Before I give you the answer, just have a think about this question here. Negative 1 is less than or more than 2? The answer will be less than, correct? Yes, okay, good. Now, just use this example. If I transfer this negative to the other side, I want to make this number become positive. So, I transfer the negative to the other side. So, the number now will become 1, and then here become negative 2. Now, can I say this number is still less than negative 2? Wrong, right? Remember, 1 is positive. So, a positive number surely will be higher than a negative number. So, the right answer will be 1 more than negative 2. So, what we understand here is, if we transfer the negative to the other side, the symbol must be changed to the opposite direction. Okay, it must be changed to the opposite direction. Just now, it is less than, so the final answer will become more than. So, we apply the same idea here. Just now, negative x less than 1. You already transfer the negative to the other side. So, now the x will be more than negative. So, this is the only different part that you need to understand. Can you understand this part? When you have a negative unknown, we have to make it positive. So when we make it positive, the symbol will change to the opposite direction. Okay, don't worry. We will try with one more example now. Okay, let's try with this question now. 5 minus 1 less or equals to 7. I just use the same idea now. Okay. So which number you are going to eliminate? 5, right? So what is the opposite? This is positive. So we are going to give negative 5, negative 5. So these two numbers will be eliminated. You will have negative y less or equals to 7 minus 5 is 2. So again, we cannot stop with the negative unknown. So what we do? We transfer the negative to the other side. So in this case, the y and this number will become negative 2. But how about the symbol? You already remember, right? When you transfer the negative, the symbol must change to the opposite direction. So the answer will be greater or equal. Remember, we just follow the same symbol, only that the direction will be in the opposite. You okay? Okay, good. Let's try with one more. Okay, maybe our final example. Okay, before we do some exercise with that. How about this question? 4 plus x over 2 greater or equals to 5. So again, your first idea, which number we need to eliminate first? Is it 4 or is it 2? Okay, ask the question. Put the unknown in the box. Which one is the closest relation? Is it 4 or 2? Should be 2, right? So number 4, we need to eliminate. So it's positive 4. We give the opposite, it is minus 4. So the other side, we minus 4 as well. So you will have x over 2 greater or equals to 1. So now again, think about this. We have divide by 2. So the opposite of divide will be times 2. So the other side we need to times 2 as well. So these two numbers we eliminated. So x more or greater than 2. So class, did we change the symbol here? No. Why? Because the unknown is already positive here. Okay? So that's why when the unknown is positive, we will never change the symbol in the opposite direction. It will be done only if the unknown is negative. Okay? So I hope you get the basic idea of solving the linear inequalities. We will give you the questions now. Okay? You can give or you can take about 15 to 20 minutes. Try to answer the questions and then we will check back the answers later. Okay? So good luck. we try to check the answers now. Okay, we start with the first question. X plus 2 greater than 4. So this is the easiest, right? We only have, okay, you all can see that the unknown is already positive. So plus 2, how to eliminate this? Put the positive become negative. So here it becomes minus 2 as well. So this number is gone, so it's x more than 2. Okay, question number 2. 2x minus 5 less than 5. So again, which number we have to eliminate first? Negative 5. So the opposite will be positive 5. So again, positive 5. So this one is eliminated. So it's 2x less than 5 plus 5 is 10. So now you want to eliminate the 2, we divide by 2, we divide by 2. So you will have x less than. Okay, question number 3. The same idea as question number 2. We eliminate negative 4. So we put the positive 4 here. So here also will be positive 4. So this number is eliminated. You will have 2x more than or equals to 12. So how to eliminate the 2? We divide by 2. We divide by 2. So you will have x more or equals to. Okay, how about question number 4? Okay, first 2 and 8. Which one we have to eliminate first? 2 or 8? Okay, again, think about this. We put in the box. The closest relation is 2, right? So we eliminate the 8 first. So it's divide by 8. We put the opposite, which is times 8. So here we times 8 as well. So these two numbers will eliminate. You will have 2y greater than negative 160. So how to eliminate the 2? Divide by 2, divide by 2. So you will have y greater than negative 8. Okay, question number 5. Yeah, so this is the type of question where you have negative unknown. Okay, first of all, the number we need to eliminate. So this is positive 16. So we have to give the opposite, which is minus. So here we are going to minus 16 as well. So these numbers will eliminate. You will have negative 8x more than 32 minus 16 will be 16. Okay, now again think about this. 8 you want to eliminate become 1, right? So we divide by 8. We can divide by 8 as well. So you will have negative x more than 2. But can we stop here, class? No. Remember, the negative we must change back to positive. So if you transfer the negative to the other side, the x become positive, the number become negative, and the symbol now will become less than. So this is the answer for the final question. So you can check your answers now. You should get all the answers correct, guys. Okay, very good. Okay, if you can get all the answers correct, very good. Okay, so for your self practice now, okay, for your self practice, you can use your textbook. Refer to this exercise. Self practice 7.2b. Question number 1. You just answer part A, B, C, and D on page 161. Okay, that will be your homework later. Okay, so before we end our lesson, I want to give you one more type of example that we never come across just now. Okay, but I just want to give it as a extra idea for you. Maybe in the future you can use it. Okay, now all the while we just do the questions where we only have the unknown at one side, right? It's quite easy to do. Now, sometimes you will see questions like this. X plus 3 less than 3x plus 2. Can you see that? We add the unknown on both sides. Just now we only had one side, right? It's quite easy. But how to solve an inequality if we add the unknowns on both sides? So remember, to solve it, we must make sure we keep all the unknowns at one section, all the numbers in another section. Okay? So we try now. We have x and we have 3x. So which unknown you want to bring to one side? Then for example, if you want to keep the unknowns on the left hand side, okay, you just keep the x here, 3x. Remember, we don't want the 3x here, right? So what happened? We are going to minus the 3x here. So if you minus the 3x here, you need to minus 3x as well. Okay guys? The 3x we don't want here, that means we are going to minus 3x. So on the other side, you need to minus the 3x as well. Okay, then, we want to keep all the numbers at one side. For example, plus 2 is already here. How about this number here, plus 3? We don't want the number here, plus 3. So what we do? We minus 3. Remember, we give the positive and then the opposite sign, right? So if you put minus 3 here, on the other side, you need to put the same number as well, minus. So now we check again. X minus 3x. Remember, the x, we have the number 1. So 1 minus 3 is negative 2x. Less than 2 minus 3, the answer will be negative. Okay, so again, how to solve this? Okay, now, class, it's very easy now. Negative 2x less than negative 1. Remember, we cannot have the negative here, right? So what we do? We just imagine that we bring the negative to the other side. But what happens if you bring to the other side? This is become positive, right? 2x. Now, negative times with negative. First idea of rational number. Negative times negative, the answer becomes positive. But again, the symbol, when you change the negative, it becomes more. So now 2x more than 1. So x, we are going to divide by 2. So the answer will be x more than 1 over. Okay, class? Okay. So we will end our lesson with another example for this kind of question. Okay? Let's say 3y minus 2 less than or equals to 2y plus 1. Again, we add the unknown on both sides. So how we are going to solve? The same idea. We must keep all the unknowns in one section, all the numbers in another. Okay, so we try to do this. Okay, 2y. You don't want the 2y to be here because we keep the y in front. So we are going to minus 2y, right? So if you minus 2y, here you are going to minus 2y as well. This one is gone. How about the number? Okay, here you already have positive 1. How about negative 2? You eliminate negative 2. We give the opposite of negative, which is positive 2. So if you plus 2 here, you are going to plus 2 here as well. So this section is gone as well. So you can see that 3y minus 2y, the answer is y less than or equals 5 plus 2, the answer is. So guys, I hope today's lesson, okay, you can understand what we have learned. Okay, so today we have learned how to solve linear inequalities. Okay, from the very basic, from the very easy questions, we move to questions that you can say are some difficult level. Okay, so I hope with the given practice here, you can understand more. Okay, so we will meet in the next class very soon. So bye. Goodbye.